Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to another Starcraft English commentary. Let's continue with KCM 2025 season 4 week 7. This is going to be set number 4. We'll have Mini versus JYJ on the map Litmus. And right off the bat, not right off the past. Mini is going to be putting a cheese here, and this looks like a proxy pylon and a gateway cheese. Now the question is, will it put it right in the expansion or will it go inside the main and put it? I guess it would just put it right at the expansion, and it would depend on how early is the scouting pattern from JYJ. This is not a new build. This is a very classical build, but sometimes people just don't scout, especially on 2-player maps where you think that the enemy is really going for 12 nexus or something like that. So you don't really scout it. This is going to be the map. By the way, this map traditionally is not very good for Protoss. Maybe this is the reason why Mini is doing this. As you can see, Litmus for Terran is 54.5%. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad actually. And there's the barracks. Now the probe will need to attack it. And the question is, can't JYJ get tipped off by the fact that this probe scouting pattern on timing is coming a little bit weird? That is, sometimes something that we often see. But looks like for the time being, JYJ is gonna just be stuck with trying to stop this probe. He's not coming out to scout. This is a single gateway attack, not a double gateway attack. So this will not end the game outright, but it will give a little bit of a chance here for the okay, nice pylon manor. We've not seen manor pylon since the ages of Bisu and that guy who retired because Bisu manor pyloned him. Protoss is this Protoss game. It was very fun to watch. But this is a different kind of matter altogether. Now the question is, does JYJ come out to scout? He's not scouting. He just assumed that this is going to be early Zealot pressure, and he's built his two supply depot to actually block correctly here. But there's going to be the Zealot arriving. The two probes, the two pylons are doing a lot of damage. Great deal of damage here. There's going to be a shield battery. This is like a game between a noobs and a pro gamer, man. But is JYJ the noob? Or is... Okay, the SV escape at just the right moment here. The battery is about to complete. We need to have a bunker now. When the Protoss player goes for a battery, you need to have a bunker. There's the bunker. There's the bunker. This Zealot is on the wrong side of the battery. He will try to pull back. The bunker is coming up. This is a big investment, man. From Mini. There's going to be the Zealot arriving inside the SV. Need to get pulled. One SV has been sniped, but the Zealot is really still alive. The other Zealot is trying to block the Marines from getting inside the bunker. Good battery work. Good battery work. This is like AAA heavy-duty graded batteries. But now the Zealot is going to get trapped. We need to repair with a battery. Once again, the Zealot is not there. Looks like most of the Marines have died. All of the the pylons being sniped here, but there could still be another Marines coming inside of the main. Now the question is, does Mini have enough money to go for something else? Looks like he will leave this area. He says, you know what, I don't have enough to take you out. He's going to be going for gas. So interesting because the Terran player has gone for gas. So I guess it makes sense that the Protoss player need to go for gas too. You cannot actually expand. If you expand now, it might be suicidal. But he's going to be using the battery for the last time here, recharging his Zealot and then hiding in the corner. He could try to surround. No, he's just trying to do as much damage as possible to the buildings and force the SCV to repair. But alright, there's going to be a nice attack against SCV. Another SCV might get sniped. Notice that the SCV gets pulled. There's a very good micro. Very good micro. There's a very damaged SCV right there. But the Zealots could not find them. And now there's going to be the factory coming up, and there's going to be the core. Looks like Mini is losing the micro battle. He's trying very hard, and he loses a last. Okay, he gets a few more shots on him, but still 3 Marines remaining. That last Zealot would need to take some hits now. 4 Marines against 1 Zealot. Mini will need to hold these Marines on because he doesn't want to lose his gateway. If he loses gateway to Marine attack, it's going to be very bad. That's going to be the second gateway. I think the Dragoon is being made right now. This Zealot is trying very hard, but there's just way too many. This is like a huge amount of Marines, man. And Mini is able to get only 1 more Marines. Now we have 4 Marines, 5 Marines. Where's the Dragoon? Where is the Dragoon? It's not coming out of what I think Mini might just get 1 Dragoon out of this. And looks like the Marines are staying on high ground. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. There's a Dragoon. Any kind of Marines going to the ground will actually take a lot of hits from that Dragoon. So this is why I think JYJ is being very careful. Dragoon's going to try to take a few shots here. But there's so many Marines. Dragoon Dragoons will take one more shot, but look at how many Marines there are. Dragoon, any single attacks that he loses, he will cause some bad situation. But it looks like one Marine has gone sniped. The Marine's gonna try to attack against the bunker. But how many Marines are remaining? Another Marine's got sniped. Where's the second Dragoon? Should be coming up very soon. And there's the last Dragoon coming out though. And all of these Marines will fall. Looks like he's not able to snipe the last Marines. Or not, the last Marine will fall. Looks like the Marine has fallen, but Dragoon is still attacking. He's not attacked against the Marine. He's trying to block it. Good block! Good block, but now the Dragoon is trapped. He's gonna try to get another Marine maybe, and force the JYJ to invest into the tanks. Behind us, we do have an expansion coming up. A lot of SCVs are just hanging out there doing nothing. This pylon wall will fall. Keep in mind that inside it, there's only one Marine, so it's fine. It's definitely fine for the Dragoon to pop from it. And there's a tank. This Dragoon is so damaged, and Mini has lost his Dragoon, but he's got a second Dragoon coming out. He's trying to save the last Dragoon coming out. Keep in mind that behind his JYJ has not yet expanded, so I think this is fine. Mini can just hold his side of the map. He doesn't need to go and attack anymore, but he needs to make sure he doesn't die to two factory push without expansion. Looks like JYJ is saving up the money for expansion. He will need to decide whether to expand or not, and the gateway is still there to provide vision, and JYJ puts down the expansion. As you can see, he puts down the expansion. I think that is going to be the signal for Mini to cancel one of his gateways and go for something else. I think once the Terran player has committed to the expansion right here, you don't need to be making too many gateways. I don't think you need to be making any gateways at all. Just go for a third base somewhere on this map, and there's going to be the Robo. Keep in mind that JYJ's got one tank. He's going to make a second, and he's not upgrading anything on his factory add-on. We don't see any siege mode or any vulture with speed or anything like that. So this is going to be still a few more interesting moments for all of us to watch here. That's sniping. That's scouting SCV has been sniped. 2 tanks from JYJ are available. Mini with his triple gateway and robotics, and he has saturated his new base weapon. Nice. Need to expand once again. He need to always be one base ahead of the Terran player. He will try to check the back door. He's fine, but he will expand. There it is. We can see the movement across the map here. Mini is gonna save up the money, and I like Mini to have a win here because actually he is one of very much underrated player these days. He is almost in a slump. You can see these are the ELO scores. And Mini is now at number 3, but usually he's not here. Usually he's like down at number 45 or something like that. No, I think 45 is an over-exaggeration. I think he's down something like number 13 or 15, something like that. But anyways, Mini will try to expand, but this is a little bit careful here. Mini's got to be very careful because of 4 tanks, and the second factory coming down. This is a typical Terran build where he goes for massive tank counts, and at the last minute just pump out a crap tons of vultures to kind of reinforce his tank army. But Mini with his triple gateway should be pumping plenty of Dragoons, and Observer will be in the right location to spot all of this here. Will he make the robotic support bait? That's a question. If he makes it out here to try to complete the blockade, it's going to be a little bit risky because he might lose it a little bit later. Anyways, that bunker is no longer serving the purpose, so it's going to get sniped by the tank. Yeah, tank sniping the bunker, sure, why not? Now this is massive Dragoon. What about siege mode? We don't see siege mode yet. I don't see it on this map. That bunker is going to get sniped. There's Observer, and I think the Dragoon might dive in right now. He's got plenty of Dragoons, but he decided not to dive in. Maybe not the right idea. We have the Observers coming to check what's inside the main. There are some Goliaths. The tanks are not sieging up. The tanks are not sieging correctly. The Dragoons might dive in right now. How many Dragoons are there? 7. There are 3 more coming from behind, but I think this is going to be a close fight. I think it's going to be better not to engage. Keep in mind that we still have that bunker. And how many Marines inside the bunker? God knows, right? Looks like the Dragoons going to try to dive in. As you can see, nice attack here. A few tanks have fallen down. 2 tanks down. 1 tank on the high ground. The Dragoons need to go to work. Looks like the tanks are still alive though. And the Dragoons going to pull back. He's going to try to attack the bunker. The bunker has been sniped. Observer has seen it. Dragoons going to try to go for the damage tank. He gets 1 tank or not. The tank is still alive. He gets 1 tank. He's going to back up and hide behind this. That was a big exchange though, right? I think Mini lost 5 or 6 Dragoons in exchange for 2 tanks and 1 bunker. It's not really your idea of a fair fight. And of course, Protoss can afford to lose a few more forces, but now the factory doubling on, it's going to be tricky. Mini 77 supply and JYJ 58, as you can see. Now Mini will need to double up and try to get into the City of a Doomed kind of war here. Okay, he's going to be trying to go for Reavers. Not a bad idea because Reavers can slow down those tank pushes considerably, especially when there are no vultures. They are the double zealot. And Mini, we need to think about what is the next thing he wants to do here. for the timing. A lot of factories are coming up. We don't see scanners yet from JYJ. JYJ is completely going on 2 bases. There's going to be the additional factory, 5 factory total. We don't see. Okay, that's going to be the armory in the corner, right? You can see it. So this armory is going to be upgrading very, very nicely. And very, very nice game ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope that you are enjoying this game so far. This has been an amazing way for me to cast all of these amazing fights. There's a shuttle coming in, and there's going to be a Zelle to take the hit. The Goliath's not doing anything. The Reavers take a shot against what? The Goliath. There's going to be a turret in the corner, though. He's going to try to target the tank. Not bad. One of the tank will fall. No, the other tank is still alive. The Reaver takes a few shots. He gets a few Goliaths, but now he's within reach of the turret. He will try to attack against what now? He's not attacking. He will try to target one of the Goliaths and pull back. The Dragoons need to decide whether to engage or to attack or not. He's going to be leaving the tank, and he's not attacking. He will pick up everything and go somewhere else. As you can see, there's no scanners. Finally, the scanners is up. I think now Mini need to think about going for another base on this map. He can actually take this base right here at the 1130 position. He's fine to take. As long as he's got City of Dune and Zelle with leg completed, he's going to be feeling fine. How many gateway does Mini have? He's got 7 gateways. I think JYJ has got 5 factories. Then a 5 factory observer is able to see everything. And this tank heavy army from JYJ is a double-edged sword. It's very, very strong, but if you lose those tanks, they're very, very costly to get replaced. They're not like the Vultures of Goliath, which are very, very cheap. But anyways, there's going to be the Goliath trying to move out here, and Mini need to see. He's going to try to engage. The tanks are not in the right positioning. What is going to be the plan here? Mini's going to try to spread his forces out. The tanks are not seeing. He will land the Reaver. The Reaver takes a hit, though. He will land, so the Shadow has been sniped. The Dragoons are not attacking correctly, and that was a terrible engagement to lose the Shadow. Not so sure what else is inside the Shadow. Maybe there was a few Zealots, but anyways, Observer will try to run away now. So no, Observer is still alive, and looks like there's gonna be a dive in. Those damaged tanks will get attacked from both sides. Good spread of the Dragoons here. How many tanks will fall? They need to spread themselves out, and looks like a few more Dragoons will fall, but at the last minute, all of these Dragoons have been destroyed. There are only 3 tanks remaining. Now Mini can make massive Zealot. Massive Zealot. I'm sure the Zealot with leg is completed. There's gonna be the Templar Archive. This push will be slightly scary, but I think Mini's got the right idea. JYJ doesn't have the steam to push. I don't think so. Okay, there's even the Reaver. The next wave of forces coming from Mini will be able to complete the group cycle. There's going to be a Shadow. The Shadow will pick up the Reaver, but the tanks coming from the Zealot has just completed with speed. The Reaver will take a shot. It's a bit slow to attack here. He actually got over a shot on one of the tank, and the Goliaths are trying to target the Shadow. The Shadow has been sniped. Yes, he looks like the Reaver is going to target the Vultures. We're going to come out and spread themselves. The Reaver will take a shot against the tank. That tank is gone. There's one more tank on the backside, but great Reaver shot. How many Vultures remain? Dragoons will pull back and just wait for the spot of the next wave of Zealots. Keep in mind that JYJ will be very, very much difficult to actually expand here. There's going to be some Mine Dragon. Looks like Mini is going to walk through the minefield, but Zealots will clear the last of the tank, and this area, this fort, this fortification, this siege of the Terran side has been destroyed. Supply-wise, Mini is leading by only about 20 supply, but it doesn't really tell the story because Protoss has got Templar Archive, and Terran doesn't have a 3rd base. He's very far from expanding. As you can see, this is the only base that JYJ can expand onto, and that base is very easily assaultable from ground and air. Anyways, a lot of mines are coming out and getting set up here. The area is going to get destroyed. Looks like Dragoons will need to block this area correctly. They've blocked it correctly. Some of the Dragoons will eat the mines, but that's fine. That's collateral damage. That is collateral damage on one of the Dragoons. That Reaver will do some great shots, and there is the mine getting sniped as well by the Reaver shot. And now supply-wise, JYJ is behind by 25 plus 20, 45 supply. We will see Templars, we will see Dark Templars and High Templars. I would say that now Mini can actually make a Dark Templar. It's very, very good because it's going to cost JYJ to actually invest money into scan. He will need to scan, and you need scan for everything. But anyways, JYJ has given up the forward fortification. He's going to try to come up from the backside now, and trying to see if there's going to be a chance to attack. Okay, that's a lot. Might get trapped. It's a little bit tricky. Looks like Mini's going to try to expand to the 10 o'clock position. This is going to be shaping itself into a very nice macro game here. 5 base coming up for Protoss and 3 base coming up for Terran. But looks like Mini is going to try to bust his position with his Zelle with leg. He's going to be super careful. The Dragoons are very clumsy with the turret blocking the area. There's a Shadow, but Mini's decided to come back. But he will try to dive in from the Shadow on the high ground. Not bad because there are no Goliaths. He will land a Zelle. He will land a Reaver. He will land something else. The Shadow's going to be very careful. The Reaver's not taking a shot against the tank. tank. What is he doing? He's gonna try to clear that tank, and he's gonna try to hide in the corner. The turret is not able to reach those areas. There's a Goliath though. Goliath need to target the Shadow. What is JYJ's plan? He's trying to snipe the Shadow. The Shadow will get sniped. The Shadow is sniped. Yes, but now the Reaver will actually go to work on those SCVs. Dragoons are waiting to pound in the moment. Those tanks move forward. The Reaver will take one shot against the turret. Only Dragoons gonna try and move forward. They will be on the low ground. Keep that in mind. That Reaver is still alive, but not looks like all of these tanks get decimated by the Dragoon reinforcement. And now it's Zelle just walk on the high ground and finish the rest of the other time. That's gonna be fine. Supply-wise, JYJ is behind by about 50 supply. He could not actually saturate this base with SCVs because any units getting moved here will get destroyed. So nicely done by Mini, and that is gonna be one nice victory for Protoss. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.